Hey everybody, it's Steamboat. Welcome to the latest edition of Gearbox Review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Outdoor Research Foray Gortex rain jacket. Stay tuned. So here we have the Foray. Coming in at 16.3 ounces, it's not an ultralight jacket. Not because of the weight, but because it actually works. Updated for spring 2020. Made with Gortex Paclite 2L fabric with C6 DWR treatment for uncompromising waterproof protection. Yeah, I'm going to save you all that. I'm just going to tell you what I think. Alright, so first thing about this jacket is it is stuffable. It does stuff into one of its pockets. It does zip up nicely, and it does have a little attachment loop. So with this attachment loop, you can attach this to your climbing harness, maybe to the back of your backpack, or wherever else that you like to store your thing, so it's ready to go. Now the Foray is my go-to jacket for hiking and backpacking. While I'm not a climber, if I were, you could guarantee that this jacket would certainly be coming with me. I also like to wear this just around town if I'm kind of expecting any precipitation. That could be maybe a light thunderstorm or some snow, or just to help to keep a little bit of that heat insulation. And I do that because it's got this nice next to skin feeling on the inside. The fabric is quite comfortable, and all the seams are taped along the inside, just guaranteeing that waterproofness of the jacket itself. And additionally, the jacket is going to come with this durable water repellency to help to beat up and shut off some of that water. But like many DWR coatings over time, that will begin to kind of fade and rub off. You can always apply an aftermarket treatment to the jacket, or like me, you can just kind of accept that over time that every jacket is eventually going to wet out, and under the conditions that I use it in, that's entirely acceptable. Now for a couple of the nice features about this jacket. On the front, it's got two hand pockets that, you put your hands in, and they both kind of zip up if you need to store anything in there. They've got little rain flaps on the side to keep the moisture and precipitation out. In addition, you're going to have this chest pocket. It's a small chest pocket. It's got this little AquaGuard shield that's on it. You could try to fit, maybe a stack of batteries or maybe your favorite plush toy in here to take along with you. And of course, there's some Velcro adjustments that you can make on the wrist cuffs. And there's also going to be some elastic hems that you can adjust on the waist of this thing to make it a little more snug around your waist. The tail of the jacket does drop down a little bit to provide just a little bit of extra cover for your bottom hind. The Foray is also going to come with a hood. The hood's nice. It's got this little beak. It's also got a little elastic cinch you just kind of secure that to the top of your head if you're wearing any type of headgear. And this jacket can also be variable in the way that you wear it. It's got these full-length pit zips that zip from both top and bottom. So if you want to, you can zip from the top and just give a little pit ventilation, or you can zip it up from the bottom and kind of create more of a poncho style if that's your thing. And lastly, the Foray is going to come with a full-length front zipper. The zipper has this little barrier tab on the inside to keep the water out, and that's underneath this AquaGuard zipper component. Now, I first purchased this jacket in 2012, so I've had this jacket for 8 years, and you could say its last foray was on my recent Colorado Trail thru hike, and this zipper's actually busted, and it's not working so well. So what's nice about Outdoor Research is they offer what they call an infinite guarantee. Now, I don't claim to comprehend the infinite, but I do presuppose that the infinite is greater than 8 years. So I went ahead, contacted Outdoor Research, and I'm going to go ahead and set this thing off and see if I can't get a new Foray to replace this one. And just like that, it's that easy. Oh, that's nice. So taking advantage of Outdoor Research's infinite guarantee, this customer here is infinitely satisfied, I tell you what. I think it's really important to invest in some quality rain gear if you're going to be spending extensive time, out hiking in the backcountry, out climbing, whatever it is that your preferred outdoor activity might be. So rain gear is going to be good not just for the rain protection. Essentially what rain protection is, the way that I look at it, is that over time that fabric is going to start to wet out. You're going to start to sweat a little bit. You're going to feel like this isn't really working. I feel like I'm wet. But at that point, what's most important is it's going to be able to retain some of your heat. So being able to stay warm, especially in the cooler precipitation, to ward off any of the onsetting conditions, especially for hypothermia. If you're not moving, you know, it's like I would normally just kind of throw my jacket on while I'm taking a stop, maybe if I'm, you know, up on a pass, if it's particularly windy, just to be able to keep some of that wind off of my skin, especially as I stop moving and I'm starting to cool down, just to, you know, maintain some of that body temperature in my core. A nice piece of rain gear can also be good for some sun protection. If you have something that's a little lighter color, maybe something a little lighter weight, you can always use that on the top. I've also just kind of thrown this kind of hard shell over another insulating layer if I'm in the snow, maybe if I'm out snowshoeing, or if I'm skiing, something like that. It can also be really useful in these conditions, just having that waterproof shell over everything else. And in that situation, you won't have to buy like a strictly like a ski jacket. You'll just be able to layer more effectively and just think about how you can use the things that are already in your closet to be able to just approach the conditions as they are. So I gotta say, I've been really satisfied with the way that the Outdoor Research Foray has performed for me as a Hardshell Gortex rain jacket. You know, it's just like I was able to replace the jacket that I'd had because, you know, I just had so much experience using it out in the field. So thanks for taking a look into the gearbox. Be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and go ahead and leave me a comment about what your favorite rain jacket is and maybe some tips about how best to stay dry while you're out in the backcountry. Stay adrift.